Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Solarpunk, where today I'm in the middle of replanting all of the trees I just finished chopping. You will see I have an exorbitant amount of wood on me at the moment. Probably go harvest the bees as well. I've been trying to make sure I do this regularly. They're pretty fast at producing the beeswax, so I just come up here and make sure. I must have cut down their tree. That's weird. I didn't think that I did. I left the trees up here so like they sort of had like a nice environment. I don't know. Anyway, whatever the case may be, I'm going to have to make another shelf. I'm just going to have to make, although this is part of the reason I brought you guys back in. And what am I even doing? What are you doing, Hawk? Put that back down. All right, let's sort as much as we can out, which is not much. Although I found that the leaves don't, all but one will go into there. Oh, nope, they'll all go into there. All right, so what I wanted to try to do today was maybe to try to start setting up a workshop. I mentioned this before, but I don't love the idea. Because it looks like the game has some really fancy decorations and stuff in it. And so like I kind of wanted to keep the greenhouse as the greenhouse, my house as my house, and like have a separate space for the workshop, which I was leaning towards over here for. Although it looks like we've got some cotton done, so let's go in here and make sure that all gets taken care of. Watermelons too. Because I believe one of our upgrades, based on the screenshot that I took, is that we should be in the near future, we have to do, gosh, we're going to have to do like a bunch of cloth. So, I think we'd taken cotton previously, but we're going to have to take cloth now. All right, so we need our build hammer. And we're going to need to go to these guys. So all we have for foundations are these, which is fine. I'm not quite sure what I want this thing. Well, I kind of had in my head an idea of what I wanted this thing to look like. Do you actually attach if I raise you? Oh, no, I hit the wrong thing. R is to rotate. Yeah, it won't let me change it once they're... Okay. So do that all the time. So I'm always worried about, like, do I start at the top and then, like, work my way down and then risk being too high, or do I start at the top and work... Or, you know what I mean. So, like, if I work my way down now, I guess this isn't too bad, all things considered. Get the bushes out of the way. I'm not 100% sure how big I would like this to be, so let's just, for now, I guess, let's do this. How can you go? That is as far as you go, so let's just kind of keep that where it is. I want to be able to put all my machines in here and to store resources is my intention. Let's put, I guess, more on here. We're probably about... we might be okay to, like, kind of keep going there. But for now, I think this is probably okay. And what I would like to do... change orientation. There we go. That's in the center. Alright, so I had an idea for what I was going to do here. Oh, goodness. So, I guess in my mind... some of the workshops that I see, they have almost like big garage doors in the front. So I was trying to figure out if we could kind of replicate that type of thing. Where are my walls? Are you just walls? Yeah, these are walls. Okay, that's a half wall. We need regular walls here at the back because it's just staring out at a stone cliff. We could put some windowed walls. You're a half wall. I don't want actual windows necessarily. Maybe the half walls is the way to go. Yeah, let's go with these regular walls for the moment. So I'm actually debating, do I want them too high? Because of, like, the whole thing of trying to make it look like a garage door. So I have this. There's 3 sets of stairs at the front. So now if I get this guy... how do I get you to snap on? Maybe I have to have a pillar for it. Let's put a pillar. And I put a pillar right here. It only snaps onto those spots, apparently. Okay. We'll work on that in a minute. What we're gonna do here... Let's do this way, though. And I need more walls at the back. Maybe I should have a glass wall up there. That might be neat. I'm not sure yet. I've not fully fleshed this out. I just kind of had this idea of, like, sort of keeping it open because of wanting to... You know, let's try this. I don't want these here, but maybe it'll help us place those walls. Place. Must snap to... I'm trying to snap it to another building. It's only going to let me put it on those, huh? Okay, hang on a second. Let's try and demolish these, because now I've got a floating pillar. Anyways, kind of keeping the workshop a little bit open air because of, well, furnaces. So I was thinking maybe this would work for these. Kind of make it look that way, you know what I'm saying? But then we... Okay. Like that, maybe? And by that, I mean... So, like, it's sort of a window without being a window? I'm not really sure yet. I don't necessarily love the look of that, but I'm not also quite sure what I want. Okay. Let's try... Obviously, that did work. So let's do the same thing here. I'm trying to let you guys come along for the ride with this one just because of the fact that... That's not what I'm thinking. Anyways, this is kind of one of the things I wanted to focus on in this episode, is kind of getting a space for these things. I picked the wrong thing. Like, I see it in my head. I think it's this one. Will you snap? No, let me put some... Let's put some other... Let's put a wall down here. And then we'll put the half walls, I think. I'm hoping these will snap to these. I'm not really sure. The try up is the one that I want. Like I said, it's fleshed. It's sort of... I have this idea in my head. Might actually even be too high. Like, I'm not convinced I love it as high as it is. We might just do half walls. I mean, this building is really high now. That might be part of the reason that I'm not loving it at the moment. All right, let's grab those again and try it if we put them down here. Okay, now let's try this. Take you guys. Let's take you guys and we'll see how this looks if I put half walls here. Put you here. And you here. And then you here and you here. Now, is that kind of what I was looking for? Yeah, that is actually what I was looking for. Huh, look at me go. I could probably, though, put some windows out the front. That would be nice. So we're going to have to take down some of this stuff that I just did because this is now too high. We'll do the half walls so that this is going to be basically... We consider these, like, these panels, these regular wall panels are kind of like 2 half blocks high. So we want half blocks, I think. Okay. I got distracted there. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do that wall, and I don't know the answer to that yet. So let's go ahead and put up the half blocks, though. Then we should be able to, like, throw a roof on this and hopefully, like, make it look good. And then I want to try to get sailing to that other island and see what we can find out there. But I thought I needed to find more space for storage, and I don't want to keep putting storage where I'm going to have to move it, if you know what I'm saying. So, all right, right now, let's go ahead and get some roofing up here. It's a roof end piece. I think that's what I want. I had such a problem getting these snapped into place previously. Although, this one is conveniently up against a cliff, so let's go and see if this will work from here. Is this just like the end to make it like hangovers? I bet that's what that is. Oh, Okay. All right, so you're the end piece. You're the mini end. Where are the actual roof pieces? Here. All right, so I think what those are, if we go into here now, yeah, it just makes it hang off so that it looks nice. Maybe we'll do that on the front. I don't necessarily know if that's necessary on the back because of the fact that it's... And then what we might do here... Instead of making it a... Ah! Almost fell. Also, it just got really dark really fast. Let's put these other roof pieces in. And I know it got a little... Like I said, it got dark. Rather than making it a full steepled roof, I think it'll look better if it's... Since this is, like I said, it's more of like warehouse feel is what we're going for. I ran myself out of... I didn't even know that was possible. How does that look? I don't know. It's dark. All right, guys, it is back to being daytime. All my trees have regrown. I started migrating things over, and I made a couple of modifications here. I added a bit of a front porch so that we could put the furnaces out here rather than inside. I actually thought about that afterwards. And so even though I made it inside so that it was... Whoops. So that there was openings so that we would be able to, like, that it would, like, look like it made more sense, that we might be able to... That we could just, like, leave them outside. I also found there's... The pillars, there's horizontal ones as well. There's also diagonal ones, which is actually why I took down... I told you guys I liked the look of the... Oh my gosh, can I get the right number here? Yeah, developers, add some support for the number pad. Show some love to the number pad. I'm not used to that row of number keys at the top. All right, let's grab some more of these guys. I've apparently used all of my wood. But I am in the middle of... I think I wanted to try dropping that because of the fact that I found this thing. So we need the up one. Will you attach... Apparently he just doesn't want to attach without having a support underneath. So let's put these here. All right, let's get you guys there. Now you will attach. Hopefully this isn't too low and feeling claustrophobic. However, you will notice, like, the way that looks. There are pillars that go horizontal, or I'm sorry, diagonally. Look at that. I already tried one and I confirmed that they work. And then we can use a horizontal pillar for this guy, I believe. Look, that was kind of the look that I was going for. Also, we officially hit... I can't put another foundation here, so that's going to look ridiculous. Thanks a lot, game. All right, so I started migrating over this shelving, and I decided rather than putting them up against the wall, that I would kind of have them facing outward, I think. Because of the fact I think you can do signs, and then we could put the signs on the ends, and that way they're not interfering with the... That way they're not interfering with... Oh gosh, I need to put down these other tables. Because if we get rid of those, then I'll have room to carry these other things over. Let's go put these down really quickly. So this is the start of our humble workshop. What is this thing? Is this the energy bench? I feel like we'll be using less of this than we will of, like, the crafting bench. Although the research table is probably the least used. Which is you. I guess you can go here, though, because it sticks out a little bit, but it's blocked by the furnace. So let's go ahead and put the crafting table over here. Okay, that looks good. I think those all look good. And then we should be able to migrate over. I should have more space now. Let's take small chests first, though. Let's take all of these things. And then we should be able to take you. Take... gosh, I probably can't even remotely fit all of it. How many of these can I take? Not enough. Sorry, let's go put the chest that we have. And we can clean out all of the wood. All right, let's do that, and then we can just auto-sort all the rest of that. I will need to take some wood with me. I do want to try to see if we can get, as much as it pains me, we might have to tear down more of the, whatchamacallit, Probably gonna have to tear down more of the greenhouse because I would like to take... Normally when you go to islands, you find... These are kind of like crafted items, so I don't have great storage right now. So I apologize in advance, but I just need room to be able to collect all of this stuff so I can migrate these chests over here. I think a lot of the islands seem to have nodes to, like, mining nodes, and so I would like to try to take along solar panels so that we can, rather than having to go back later, do you know what I mean? So, like, it would be, we would just take it along and get it set up right away for whatever mining node we find. Yeah, I think that'll be okay, because I think we can access these, yeah, we can access them from the side, and then it seems like less space, you know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe not. Maybe if I'd put them closer and... Yeah. I feel like that's just going to take less space. Oh, I said crafted items in the other one. So then you guys, you guys, you guys... And then we will just shove all of the rest of you in like that, and you are the crafted items, so you'll get that, and also the bricks. Oh, and also you get cotton. That's right, because for whatever reason, some of those things don't auto-sort. Okay. We have one of these guys. Now, I'm going to need, like I said, I'm going to need more glass. I'm hoping that we soon find a node for sand. That's going to be important. I just put a thing in here. I just did this before the day started. All right, let's go ahead and convert you. Hopefully soon we can get solar panels set up in here, and then once we do that, we can stop fueling that generator. Okay, that is all of those, and then all we have to do is water this guy. And I've just been occasionally, like, refilling the watering can, and like I said, if you just hit the bucket, it refills before you leave if you do that. Oh, by the way, part of the reason I wanted to extend the porch is because I was like, this side looks weird. I feel like it needs, like, a wraparound porch, but I don't think I can do that. So anyways, we'll figure that out. Maybe it... You know what? I'm gonna try something. Where are the floors? This is a floor. Oh, guys. Guys, we just figured out our problem. I actually like the look of that better as a porch, too. I might be changing this all out and doing that instead. But not now. Right now, we're going to go ahead and sort out our cotton and get it out of my inventory. And we're going to go... No, we're not. I said we were... Okay. Glass. We need glass. Okay, energy table. We need 2 solar panels and a drill. Oof. Right, a bunch more copper and iron. I need to get my smelters going again. Which means I need to grab you. I'm gonna need to get some copper while we're out and about. All right, you are officially done. So this does 14 iron ore. I didn't bring any of my briquettes along, so let's go ahead and take half a stack. That's most of that. All right, because I just cut down a whole bunch of trees anyway. All right, and we will get one of you guys smelting. Where are my briquettes? There we go. Let's go ahead and put in a briquette and a bunch of iron. Okay. I think we're ready to go, though. We've got all of our stuff. We can put away our copper and iron and sort that back out. We'll go ahead and put the briquettes in there as well. But we need more connectors, too. Okay. All right. Now I think we have everything for real this time. Except we need water. I should, at some point, once I get... I've been trying to drink out of these evenly so that they can both get a chance to refill. But at some point, once we get we find the node for the sand. I guess we're facing this way. We'll just go to this island. So once we get the node for the sand, we should be able to... maybe make some of those glass bottles so that we can, like, boil and store water. I still don't know exactly how that works, but... I was using the wrong button. I was going down rather than up. I was wondering why we weren't getting any higher. That'd be why, Hawk. That'd be why. Gotta press the up button, not the down one. All right. So we're looking for... The next upgrade is silicone. So we need to try to figure all of that out. New island, folks! And if you get close enough to the ground, your ship docks, despite the fact that there's no docks here. Are you dockable yet? Yes. Very nice. Okay. So, door helps find the door. I saw this while we were flying, and there's a crate over here. A metal axe, an axe, a pickaxe, and 4 wax briquettes. I will take that. Maybe I should have left some stuff behind, although I brought it along intentionally. How did I get up here? I mean, I know how I got up here. How do you get down from here is the better question. Oh, there's our wheat. Dough recipe unlocked. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, here we go. New plant found. Thank you. Nope. Oh, nope. Still comes down around the side. Okay. Hawk has learned how to explore worlds, I promise. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it, but... Alright, we have... Hey. Oh, sand. This is sand, right? Or is this clay? That's clay. Shoot. I need sand. I need sand or these ones. The ones that don't have, like, the jagged openings in the middle. They're the ones that are completely solid, if that makes sense. Although that gave me a clay as well. Okay. I see there's a crate over here. I'm a little... I was going to try to see if there's actually, like, a node around here for us to put our stuff down before we keep grabbing too much stuff, because I need to make sure I've got inventory space, and I'm trying to get the most important things, which right now I need a ton of glass because of the solar panels. Also greenhouse, but I keep tearing the greenhouse down after I've constructed the greenhouse in order to be able to make solar panels instead. Let's not jump off the edge of the world. Okay. This just goes all the way up, apparently. Oh, yep, all the way up. Okay, there's more sand. There's also more wheat, which gives it... That is clay. Like I said, it's jagged. It's open. Are you also... What are you? Are you just stone? You're just stone. Okay, that's okay. I think that's clay, too. This is sand. The ones that look more rounded and not so jaggy. Okay, I'm sure I will need clay in the future. I don't need it now, and I need to be cognizant of inventory space. So what else do we have? Here's more sand. I know I'm probably not focusing on the things that everybody else focuses on when they go out here. I'm trying to love on my greenhouse and my solar panels, okay? Hey, there's watermelons and more wheat down there. Did I miss that? Hey, there is a resource node over there. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Let's go put our stuff down. That way we can get rid of it. Is this actually sand? Ask and you shall receive. Alright, I think that's home. So let's turn this again, so that, oh, that's already is that way. So that the box faces that way. Like I mentioned, you can place more than one drill on each of these things on the resource nodes. I'm trying to get all of the materials rather than and be able to kind of keep progression going, because I mean, I could try to scrounge up the resources to set a whole bunch of drills up on like copper, but then I might not have sand, and then that slows down the progression because then I can't make more solar panels, you know? Because I need the sand for the glass. All right, I saw from up top. Hang on, I don't think we went this way. No, this is where the... Hello, chicken. You just hanging out around here? Oh my god, your name is Fuzzy? I want a chicken named Fuzzy. Okay, and there was wheat over on the other side of the island. It's starting to get dark already, unfortunately, because I was doing so much before we started our venture. Oh, guys, I've got a lot of sand. It's very exciting. Hang on a second. Let me finish this one. Look how many stacks of sand I have. 4 and part of another. Oh, we might be able to get a whole bunch of solar panels, and maybe I'll be able to stop running the generator on the sprinklers. I think that... I don't know where our ship is. We're not done investigating over this direction, but... Oh gosh, it's so dark. Alright guys, ironically, I think we were around pretty much all of the island. I'm not sure how I missed this wheat that's shining. But here's the chest that we left behind, and I apologize, it's dark. Metal pickaxe, 12 glass, and 4 wax briquettes. Nice. I got some metal tools. We have the ability to craft those. We did research them. I just didn't make any yet because we're still slogging through the process of getting iron. All right, we need to head back and offload some stuff. All right, guys, we've made it back. All right, we have our fancy new workshop, which is kind of right here at the base of like when we hop off the airship. So that's super. Oh, here's all of our iron. Let's get this stuff going because I'm very excited about that, except I need wax briquettes. Oh, here we got some. That's right. All right, let's get all of these going with some glass, and then we should be able to make some solar panels and other things. All right, I got some clay. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Goodness. Oh, we need to go get stuff planted. Oh, goodness. I think we can officially now eat watermelon as well. We might need it for something else coming up. I'm trying to remember for sure, but I can't really... Yeah, let's make some more chests. Okay, well, let's make a chest, because that's all I've got room... Or that's all I've got the wood for at the moment. I probably have more wood, but let's put you there, and then we are going to... I'll just keep the tools on me, I guess. That's right, I actually got glass while we were out and about. Oh. Right, let's sort all of that. And we need to go plant some stuff. I guess we'll put... I was going to put farming. That's why I made this, is I wanted to put some food stuffs in here. All right, now. You're all doing wonderfully, I presume? Just keep the glass going. I need lots of glass. All right. So over here, I'm going to guess this stuff is probably now unwatered, and it is. That is true. Hey, I could actually... I got more watermelon seeds. I could kind of take the cotton out of here and make this a full plot now of... Once the cotton's done, I could put the watermelons around here, and this whole sprinkler could be... So actually, let's try to segregate here. Let's try to get everything. I think I should be able to now. We have some more space. Let's try to plant things in their own little sections if we can. But we need to hoe a couple more of them. All right, guys, I got the whole inside of the greenhouse thing, I think, figured out. Because of the fact that it ignored the wonkiness of the tilled plots, but because I had those extra 2 spaces, I recounted this again. So there's 3 on these sides, each of these, so the plots will fit in nicely like that. This is 5 in order to accommodate. If I would have made maybe, it still would have been weird. because of having the odd number to be able to center the door, I guess is the thing. So what I did is I left like walking paths in between it. So I centered that like that. However, we now have, I think, are these all watermelons? I'm going to hang tight on those for a second. We have, here's a bunch of cotton. So this will be cotton. And then we will do, I think we're going to try to go make some more sprinklers once we eat some berries. Try to make some more sprinklers, and then we should be able to... I'm not sure how many we'll be able to make, though, because we're probably short on copper at this point. Have some more sand, why don't you? There you go. Have another wax briquette and make some more sand. And I will take all of your glass, and hopefully we can finish some of the pieces. I just have too much stuff right now. Let's go ahead. Let's go back over. Let's get these things planted so that we've got space. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put... I think these are berries, and the other one was wheat. And then we'll put the other sprinklers here, but these sprinklers are good as they are. And then we just have that middle plot for, like, anything else we might find, like overflow or whatever. All right, so we need, if we can, sprinkler. I don't have enough copper. I think we're out, like, completely out of copper, too. All right, let's go put this one down. Let's get the wheat growing. The wheat is super important. That said... Goodness, berries are our food source, so there's that. Right, let's do that, and then let's go ahead and put some wood in here. Yeah. And let's see if we can make a couple more of these. Oh, you know what? I'm on the... Here we go. This is what I wanted. Out of sticks. I need to go get more wood. I think we've got plenty more wood. I just am not carrying it on me. Would be this guy. Yeah, we got a bunch more wood. And then we make a bunch of sticks. And then let's get this all set up. Now the bad part is I might stop there just because of the fact that I still do want to be able to make solar panels as needed. All right, so let's grab you. And let's get the... I was kind of trying to get everything running at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, all of the watermelons at once. I need to get another sprinkler for the berry bushes, which means we're going to need to head back to the Copper Island. I'm 99% certain we do not have any more. You get the glass. That would be where the copper is. Let's sort all of that. Yeah, I think we're out of copper. So we're going to have to head back to the Copper Island and try to get some more copper, but that is going to be in the next episode because I've done a lot this episode and need to save something for the other ones, right? We can't finish it all in a day. I need to plant some trees though. All right. But that, guys, is going to be it for this episode. So I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Solarpunk, and I will catch you guys next time.